I'd like to take you on a journey today in a guided meditation while I tell you a story of the princess. Please get comfortable and relaxed and take nice deep breaths while you listen to my voice and you hear the story. It goes like this. One day, a beautiful little baby girl was born into the palace to the king and queen. She was deeply and dearly loved by her royal parents. Several months after she was born, she was kidnapped by fishmongers. She grew up in this harsh environment among the fishmongers, smelly fish, and with the mentality of a struggling peddler. She slept on dirt floors, and she herself always reeked of fish. One day, nearly 14 years later, one of the royal king's servants found her and brought her back to the kingdom. She was joyously welcomed home. The king and the queen had never lost hope in finding her and had kept her room ready for her arrival. They hugged her and they showered her with the truest, deepest, unconditional love. They had her bathed and cleaned up and showed her to her beautiful room. Her room was as beautiful as you can imagine. The closet filled with gowns and jewels and crowns. But the most beautiful part was the tall and magnificent bed. She was overwhelmed with the newness of everything and couldn't quite take it all in. Her parents tucked her in her bed as she climbed up the ladder that led to the top of the softest material she had ever felt. After her parents left the room, she crawled back down and she slept on the floor. No blankets, no pillows. She slept in and created the circumstances she was used to. She wanted what felt normal to her, even though her normal was not better or even natural. And her normal was nowhere close to what she deserved and what she was entitled to. She cried out in the middle of the night, "Get me out of here, and I want to go home." Here's what she didn't realize or recognize at all at the time. She was home. The castle was her home. She had a royal birthright. A few weeks passed as she started accepting the love from her parents, the king and the queen. And she began slowly but surely seeing the beauty all around her. But still, night after night, as her parents tucked her in, after they left her room, she would climb back down the ladder of her tall, warm, soft bed to sleep on the hardwood floors. One incredible day, something sparked inside of her, and she started seeing everything for what it was, and she became present. She saw and felt the miracles of her life. She felt her royal birthright. She started to understand the princess she already was. On this day, as the night came, her parents tucked her in and told her once again how much they loved her. They left her in her room, as always, to fall asleep, but this time she stayed in her bed. She covered herself with the silky blankets. She rested her head on the downy pillows. She was letting herself become the princess she already was. She was feeling her divinity. This story is based on a story I read in A Course in Miracles Made Easy by Alan Cohen. This concept of recognizing who we are, who we really are, and what we really deserve is what this book is really all about. This is a calling I've had from a very early time in my life. God has given me this truth deeply felt in every fiber of my being. He has asked me to be a vessel of sharing this message of truth. I have felt this calling for many years. I hope this story will spark something within you to help you to start remembering who you really are. Each and every one of us on this earth has a divine birthright. Each one of us are divine. Each one of us is a child of God. At any time on our journey, we can decide to look around and see everything for what it is. Witness the miracles in our lives. We can feel the love of all of those who love us, but especially the perfect love of our heavenly parents. And we can climb up onto our tall, soft, and beautiful beds and rest comfortably in the peace and comfort of our divinity. We can become the princesses we already are. We have to wake up our spirituality to do this. We have to learn to lift our vibration. And there are many ways this can be done. Let us start by looking around at the castle and seeing all the people who love us well, including our heavenly parents who do love us perfectly. Let us see our gifts. Let us see our mansions around us. Now, I want you to open your mind to these thoughts. Open your mind to this beauty. Start looking toward the light and looking toward finding the truth. And start becoming the princess you already are. Remember, all things done with love.